Hey everybody, it's Cory Ballad and I am back with another video. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel, like the video, share the video on other platforms. Visit my other platforms, including my blog, corysong.blogspot.com. And I'm gonna get into this video. I don't know what this video, I don't know what I'm titling this video. I'm trying to try a new type of video today. I think I'm evolving as a content creator. I've made over 200 videos on YouTube, and I've been talking so far about my ideas, my creativity, my things like that, and also reviewing other people's creativity and ideas. And I've been doing a lot of searching and a lot of reading and a lot of listening and watching different things. And what I'm thinking about is, I'm really just trying to define myself as a creator and a content creator, and what it is that I want to discuss on my channel. I just don't want to talk about other people's work. I don't want to be a reviewer. I've said that before. So what I'm evolving into is, I think anyway, but what I think, someone who's going to talk about and help other people understand the creative process in many different forms, because I enjoy so many different creative avenues myself, and so I find it kind of difficult to stay in one specific thing on YouTube. I know that a lot of people, are like, pick a niche and pick one thing and stick to that on YouTube or whatever. Or, but I can't. I find myself not being able to do that. And maybe that's because I'm still trying to find myself. Anyway, so I decided to try to talk about those different creative ideas, concepts on my channel. So what I'm going to do is give my summary, review, recap, reaction to, or I don't know how I title it on my other videos, but yeah, the recap review, you know what I'm talking about if you watch my videos, on some TED Talks about creativity. So I started watching TED Talks in college. My professor had introduced me to them, and then I started watching them on my own later on when I got out of college. So they have a lot of topics, a lot of different TED Talks about various things. So I found a lot about creativity. I wanted to talk about them. And I was going to do 2 videos on here, like my miniature, like my mini documentary roundup things. But I think since I'm just introducing it, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to set this up. I'm going to do one of them because I can't have the video be too long still. Yeah. So this TED Talk was by Dustin Yellin, and it's called A Journey Through the Mind of an Artist. Another reason why I want to do a shorter one on here is because this one was not like a regular TED Talk where they have he had a topic, but he wasn't really speaking to the topic. He was like telling a story and like doing all these little anecdotes. So it was kind of difficult for me to take notes and like figure out what I wanted to say, what he was saying on there. Trying to figure out what he was saying on there. So Dustin Yellin is the guy, and I've never heard of him before. So on in the description box on this video, it talked about him. It said Dustin Yellin makes mesmerizing artwork that tells complex myth-inspired stories. So basically what I got from this was, sorry, I keep moving my camera around. What I got from this TED Talk where Dustin Yellin was talking, he was talking about his creative, his process, his creative process, and his creative evolution, pretty much. But he didn't say those words directly. You had to kind of figure out what he was saying, because he was just telling little stories. He said that he started out when he was 8 years old. That's how he began his TED Talk. He started when he was 8 years old. He started collecting things in boxes. He told a story about he was 8 years old. He had a box and he put a pen and a fork and $1 in it, and he thought to himself, he buried it, and he thought that, you know, how when you bury, like when you do the time capsules in school and stuff, like people dig it up later. So he thought that someone was going to dig it up later, and then they would understand how human beings lived. He thought maybe some aliens might pick it up. But anyway, he started off with putting things in boxes, and that's how he does it now. So by that time he was 38 years old. This was a couple of years ago, but by that time he was 38, and he said that's pretty much still the basis of his artwork. So he talked about, so what I got from this so far was he was just talking about how the thing that he enjoyed as a child is what his artwork is based on today, but it's more sophisticated now, basically. So he talked about his first collage. He made it for his mom. He had ripped up some dictionary, like pages of a dictionary, and made it into a collage, a grid, a piece of paper, and then he poured a whole bunch of resin on it, and I had to look up what resin was. It's like a varnish. It can be a varnish. So he poured the varnish on the collage paper, and then a bee got stuck in it, and he poured more resin on top of the bee, and he liked the effect that it made on that page. And so that's how his art style was born. I have trouble finding words, like I always do. I'm pretty much doing most of my videos off the top of my head, not rehearsed. I write down notes right now because I'm doing so many videos at one time. But I just talk and talk, pretty much. So anyway, he liked that result. So, and his artwork has developed into a more sophisticated version of that as well, now that he's older. So after that, he also liked collecting things and putting them in boxes, and he would like make up stories, use his imagination, and form relationships between those objects. They would mostly be things that he found in nature, like bugs and pieces of plants and things like that. So then he started developing these artworks where he would like pour resin and let it dry, I guess, and well, he would draw on the resin. He would put the items from nature in the resin, and he would draw on them, and I guess it would solidify, harden, and he would just keep putting layers on it and stuff like that. And he made it into, it was like this little piece where the thing was stuck into it, and it was, a piece of art, or like those little, I don't know how to describe it, like those little paper holders with like little drawings in it and stuff that are like glass. So he did a whole bunch of those, and then he started, what else? He did a whole bunch of those, Then his artwork evolved into him. He made life-size skeletal re representations of human beings in the layers of resin. But then he started getting sick using all the resin. It was kind of not good for his health. So he had to change his art style due to a necessity, a dangerous element to it. And so then he started drawing on layers of glass and putting them together. And he started making really big pieces. Like collages of different nature things and just crazy, not crazy, but mythological, like it said in the description, mythological things, I guess. And then what happened? And so then that brought it up to that point in time now, which was, it was a couple of years ago, but he brought it up to the then. So he was making collages of human beings with like different mythological themes, pictures, but it made it into a human form, and it was inside of the glass. He was doing a whole project, a collection of those. And he was also starting an organization, or I guess you call it an organization, that's what I call it, called Pioneer Works. And they were like a half museum, a school. He had all these, it was a mixture of, what he loved, which is science and education and imagination and creativity, basically. So he had like lots of scientists, biologists, chemists, or I think he said a chemist, scientists basically, and creative people, artists, teachers. It's a museum, a school. They have a place where they publish stuff. So the whole video was basically just him going through his creative evolution and development into what he is now, culminating in the school where he works with other people to put those two things together, science and art. So yeah, that's what I got from that video. And yeah, I don't know if I'm making sense, but I'm trying to like I said, this wasn't a regular TED Talk where he was like giving like bullet points or discussing. He was giving like anecdotes, and so I had to figure out what to take from it, and I'm sharing it with you. So I want to do more videos like this about creativity. Yeah, so I'm Cory Ballad. Like my video, subscribe to my channel, comment, and visit my blog, corysong.blogspot.com, and I'll be back. I'm gonna watch some more videos, read some more stuff, come back and talk to you about it. All right, bye. Dude, this is my outro. Okay, let me do it again. Gotta get my hand, and then I just do. Do.